So when we want to place a view on a title block that's coming from an architect or the project itself, we need to first open or load that title block into our project. What I usually do is I usually go directly to architect model, and hopefully they have some sheets left in their project that we can use, and we can transfer that into our model itself. So you can right click here and open and unload. We're going to get obviously a few warnings because all our spaces will kind of crash, and it will open that architect model. So this title block, we want to grab this. This has a few parameters here. They can read from the architect model, architect firm, structural firm, their phone numbers. It can be some orientation figures that we can use here as well. All these parameters that we can see within the title block itself read from three different places. Either the title block itself, so you can kind of select it, and you can kind of see the levels here that we can kind of jump through. That is based on that. If the orientation figure are embedded within the title block. So a few parameters are on the title blocks, and that's fine. Another parameter are actually within the sheets, which we can see here, row 1 or row 2, which are these, and as well as sheet number, sheet name. These are obviously sheet specific, so we change here, it will only change here. While if we go onto kind of the consultants, in this case, they're going to be the same in every sheet. So these will be what's called project parameters, or sorry, project information. And these all these parameters need to be transferred into ours. Sometimes it's really difficult to kind of figure out what all these are. Most of the cases, the architect or project will have a prefix or a suffix that we can basically identify which parameters we're going to grab. But first and foremost, we need to grab the title block and move it into our project. Whether you download it from a project portal or take it from an architect firm, it's the same way. We kind of going to go to Edit Family. I'm kind of going to go here and kind of sheet. As we can see here, there are different default parameter values that we can select here. We can go to label and edit. I can see the parameter is called company 2, so probably company 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to grab the phone 2, and it's going to be phone 1, 2, 3, 4 probably. And the last one, it says discipline, or short for disk 2, so it's probably going to be disk 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got a few parameters here. All these are fine. I'm going to load this into project and close. And I'm going to load it into my demo Bumblebee project over here. So by doing this, didn't seem to load. Let's go again. Close and load. Do you want to save changes? I do not. It's going to load. And we got the title block here as well. So the parameters that we got from the title block, so the orientation figure, these will work fine already when we import it. The sheet parameters, or the project info parameters, up here we can see all those different question marks. If I click on those, nothing happened. I can't enter any data. This is because we don't have those parameters in my project. Same here with the row 1 and 2. If I click on these, nothing happened. I can't go in within those. I'm going to leave this title block here on the start view. You're going to delete it in the very end, but I'm going to leave it here so you can see it. So I'm going to jump back into the architect model. So now we want to grab all those parameters, shared parameters from the architect model. What we usually do as an architect, we create a shared parameter file, and we would go into manage project parameters. We would go here to add, and we would add shared parameters. We would select, we would figure out where our parameters are, and we would connect it to the different categories within our project. It's a lot of work. We don't want to do it. It's often a bunch of parameters that we need, so we don't need it. The project parameters, the project information parameters, we can easily transfer them with transfer project standards. So we're going to use that one. And with these, what we can do is we can right click, create new schedule, right click and not a new schedule, a new sheet list, which we got here in the middle. And we can create this one. And here we're going to see all the different sheet parameters that we have in our project. Usually, as I said, we're going to have a prefix so we know which parameters that we need to move over to our project. In this case, I know these two are actually new. If I'm uncertain, I can kind of select even more, like maybe approved by was it? It's fine. Maybe checked by. You can add even more. We can delete these when we move it into our project, but we don't want to grab everything because it's going to have a bunch of different parameters on our sheets that we're not going to use it. So try to get everything, and if you miss something, you can always go back and grab the last parameter that you missed. So select those you think it is. Usually, once again, it's usually a prefix, but I'm going to grab all these. I'm going to press OK. I got a sheet list here as well. As always with schedules, we need to rename these and give it a unique name. Unique name 2.0. Why not? Brilliant. I got my unique name here. I can right click on this and say copy to clipboard. I can jump in. And remember here, the row 1 and 2 here, I can't select and write anything on it. I will paste the schedule here and just place it kind of there. Brilliant. If I now select the sheet, or sorry, title block, I cannot write on these parameters because now we got the parameters here, not on our title block, but here in our sheet view or sheet parameters. We got it here. So now we have those two, but these consultants, we still don't. We couldn't find it in the list here, in the schedule list with the sheet list of information. What we need to do then is we need to go here and go to transfer project standards. This will transfer some different types, but what we want to do is when I select the architect model, I'm going to go down to P for project info, and this will transfer all the parameters that they got in their project, obviously. So we get all those parameters that they have used. But what we also will get is actually information they have entered into the project. So we can either do new or overwrite. I usually do overwrite. I do this early. And we get here those parameters so we can start enter the data here as well. And now we can write F for fire engineer, phone number 12345 something. Brilliant. And you can kind of go through and select all these and enter all the information that you have. And that is kind of how you transfer. Obviously in the start page, we will not have it here. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to create sheet, new sheet. I'm going to select the few steps title block A1 metric. I'm going to put it in the browser drawings. The information here that we had was global. So it's going to be here. The information here, which is going to be building 1, I think it is. It's going to be level 4. Brilliant. These two as well, which were here on the sheet view, row 1 and row 2, they were sheet specific. So I can say plan 04, not 02, or an overview plan. Brilliant. We got some information here that we might want to have. I'm going to grab level 4, drag and drop. Kind of what you can see here, it's still looking pretty bad because it doesn't have a architect model load. So I'm going to close that up. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to reload. We're going to wait a minute, grab it. I'm going to change the scale from 1 to 100 to maybe 1 custom 150. I think it's going to be fine. Brilliant. And here we got our drawing, our title block with everything we can write with. We changed our view, and this is how you easiest and fastest can grab a title block and all its parameters from a specific project. Took just a few minutes, and yeah, that's how you do it.